All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We're going to run through this trade recap. We had one break even, and then we had a winning trade. Executions are in the Discord, so if you guys want to join, link will be in the pinned comment or in the description. And if you guys need a discount code to Alpha Futures, link is in the pinned comment as well. So basically, we took a re-entry after getting stop break even. Initial trade ended up actually playing out, but ended up, we didn't hit full TP. I took partials. I took out about 75% of the trade. Final TP was around the CE point of this gap, but I'll get through this. I actually have the full session recorded. I just want to watch through it, make sure it recorded all properly, and then I'll upload that probably as a separate video like tomorrow, so you guys can see like my thought process and shit like that, like going into a trading day. But basically coming into the day today, we had a ton of draws lower. We had all this built up low resistance sell side liquidity. Let me just make sure this camera is good first. Let me just close it just so it's not in the way. Okay. So we had all this low resistance sell side liquidity, but we had draws higher at the time going into market open. We had London high and we had previous day high. So market opens up and initially just rips right through London high and previous day high, and it ends up pulling back into this 3-minute bullish fair value gap. And there was actually a long setup right here. We took this 1 minute inversion in and around here, and you targeted up to those daily highs up there. You would have hit this, but the reason I didn't was because, again, market opened up. It took out London high. It took, which is this green line down here, it took out previous day high, and ES had taken it out, so I figured this could be, the formation of a bearish SMT, and we could see a reversal back down. I didn't want to force longs higher. I wanted to see a pullback into like a 5-minute gap. We ended up not tapping into the 5-minute gap. We just tapped the 3-minute and continued up from there. So I was like, okay, whatever. So at this point, I wanted to wait for longs. If I was going to take longs, I wanted to wait for a pullback into a 15-minute or a 5-minute gap. So 10 a.m. news happens. We have orange folder news, and we had this 15-minute gap formation. So at this point, I'm like, okay, if we come into this 15 and we show good rejection, I'll look for longs, or we could try to trade through it. But we ended up getting presented with a nice Mech kind of reversal setup. So I actually ended up taking that instead. So again, we're super extended to the upside, and at this point, we have a clear target at this unfilled 15-minute bullish fair value gap below. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for an inversion to just kind of get in and out of the market. So first entry right here, we see this 1-minute inversion. We get this retrace back in. I enter in and around this push down here. I had my stops like right around here, and I was targeting into this lower gap, or this gap right here, which would have gave about a 1.42R trade. But what happens was we end up taking out this internal low. I'll mark it out with a green line. We take out this internal low, and at this point, I'm expecting price to flush through, but we end up getting tagged out break even. Again, I could have held that, but ES was being a bit weird at the time, and it was continuing to respect off a small 5-minute bullish for value gap. So at this point, we take the internal low out, we come back, we get ticked out break even. So I'm like, okay, but I still have that bias that we go lower. So at this point, we're kind of just chopping sideways a little bit, and I end up just taking an entry as this candle starts to flush lower. Luckily, I get a pretty decent fill at 525. I run my stops above this wick right here, and I'm looking to target back deeper into the 15-minute gap. So I took profit on this push down here. I took a second take profit. My idea was to take it at this small gap right here, but as soon as we edged it, I took a take profit. My final take profit was either going to be 15-minute CE, or I was just going to continue to hold it. I wasn't sure, but that runner ended up getting taken out break even, and as you can see, we're starting to kind of deliver back down again now, so we'll see what happens. But basically pretty much just a Mech model type of reversal. Again, we don't take that long, because we'd already taken out the main buy side draws that we wanted, and I wanted to see a higher time frame pullback. I wanted to see price pullback into a 5-minute gap for me to want a long. We wait for the 10 a.m. orange folder news, so we get this 15-minute bullish for value gap formation right here, and I'm looking for price to come back and look for longs from there or to trade through it. But we end up getting presented this Mech model type of reversal to see price tap into this 15 and rebalance the leg. 1-minute inversion, but we go break even at this internal low right here, so we get taken out break even. We see price continuing. It looks like it wants to just trend lower, so I just take the entry again, low risk, take it on this breakout right here. Stops above the wick, TP1 right around here, TP2 on the edge of this gap fill. Again, I wanted TP3 here or lower, but we end up getting about a total of about 1.7R on this trade. So yeah, Went really light on the risk on this trade. Only made about, at the double check, it was like 230 something on 5 accounts. So Friday, December, we're de-risking. So stuck to the plan, stuck to the low RR, rebalance Mech model type of trade. But that's it for me, guys. Again, all the links in the pinned comment description. I'll try to upload the full session. I'm just going to make sure it all recorded properly, but I wanted to get this out as fast as possible first. But that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.